There we go. First fish of the day. Didn't take a whole lot of time to get him. He's not very big, but we'll take it. Get up here, little guy. You got to start somewhere, and today we're starting small, but there's our first bass of the day. Look how healthy that fish looks. Just that dark green color. Got kind of some aqua teal colors here in his scales. It's just a really beautiful fish. Got dark black fins. I mean, that is one of the more gorgeous looking bass that I've caught in a while, even though he is small. Ate the little buzz bait with the 6 cents Divine swim bait on the back. Awesome, we'll toss it back. Good to get on the board early, get some momentum going. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Eat my bait. Got him. Yes. That's a pretty good one. I don't think that's the one I saw jumping. Oh yeah, it is. About the same size. Get up here. Woohoo! Here we go. There's our second fish. Moved out here a little bit deeper. It's slick and calm. I found some shad on my graph, and this guy was up here blowing up on him. Managed to get the dogma out there in time, and look at that, a little fat belly. Not a monster fish, bigger than the first one we caught, but there's fish number 2. I mean, we have great topwater conditions right now. Maybe I'll throw this thing around, even though I'm not seeing a whole lot of fish schooling. This is the first one I've seen come up, but he ate the dogma. Let's go, probably pound and a half, pound and 3/4. Another really pretty fish. Have my other pole out here. Tossing a big swim bait around. But might throw a topwater around, a couple of casts, see if I can get another one to come up and eat it. Got another one schooling right here on my right. Oh, I threw the wrong spot. Come on, eat it. Come over and eat it. Eat my bait. Oh, he ate it. Golly. He smashed it. He shot over there so fast. That was awesome. Look at how he ate that thing too, guys. He freaking smashed it. All these fish are so dark out here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that nice fish. I mean, you know he wanted it when he ate it like that. Goodness, I don't even think these bottom hooks are in there. It's just wedged up in his mouth. There we go. And there we go. There's our third bass of the morning. About the same size as the one we just caught, but still just so much fun catching them on topwater. We got that one on the buzzbait, now 2 on the dogma. That was what I was wanting. I was wanting to catch a few fish this morning on topwater, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. The clouds are supposed to break at some point in the morning. It wasn't really supposed to be cloudy at all, but hey, we're taking advantage of this low light period, throwing the old 6 cents dogma around. You can see this one here has just been battered. I've caught so many fish on this thing. I've replaced the hooks on it so many times. It's been a good bait for me. Really like it. There we go. Woohoo! Nice. There we go. That was actually my first cast with that bait. Whew. Swap things out. I've seen some fish suspended down there on my graph. They're not really chasing my swim bait. They're not coming to eat my topwater. So I put a 6 cents flush on the hook, and I just have a belly weighted EWG hook, and I'm just kind of letting it free fall right through the middle of them. It's kind of deep. I'm in 19 feet of water, and it's suspended about 10 foot down, so I'm trying to get my bait to sink. That's why I have the weighted hook. But there we go, another nice little fish. Not bad at all. Send him back. That's number 4. Caught 3 on topwater, and then 1 on the old trusty flush. And you can see I've got that little, this is the only belly weighted EWG hook I had in my box, but luckily it worked out. I was kind of worried it was gonna be a little small, but it fits in there perfectly. That's that gizzard shad color, and these fish are feeding on gizzard shad, so I'm just trying to match the hatch out here the best I can. I'm not sure if I can see this action or not, but basically that belly weight lets the bait fall horizontally in the water, and then when you get down to the desired depth, you can just twitch it around, just crack it as you would a hard jerk bait, and they freak out about it. Got him. That's a better fish. That's a good one, guys. Feels like a really nice fish. It is on the spinning rod, but it feels like a nice fish, guys. On the flush, baby. Might have figured out what they wanted. Oh, oh gosh, guys, it's a good fish. Some good head shakes on this one. Oh yeah, nice one, biggest of the day. Stay on there, big guy. Stay on there. Oh, look at that beautiful fish. Stay on there, big guy. Don't throw it. How about that right there? Couldn't get him to commit to anything, and swapped up to that flush. And that was the ticket. I'm sure it's a presentation these fish don't see every day. These fish get pretty heavily pressured. This isn't a huge lake. There's 7 boats out here today, but look at that. Beautiful fish, probably 3 pounds. Got a nice black little spot on his tail. Look at that, look at that black line. These fish are gorgeous today. I mean, this is some pretty good, clean water with some grass in it. You would expect the fish to be pretty, but man, that was awesome. We'll go ahead and let this one go and get back down there so we can catch another one. See ya. Bye. Don't tell your buddies. There we go. Fish on. Fish on the big swim bait. Big swim bait. Oh, it's a big bass. Gosh dang, guys, it's a big bass. Oh my gosh, it's a big bass. This is a big bass. It's a big one. This is a big one. Oh my gosh. Stay on there. Oh, it's a toad. It's a toad. It's a toad. It's a toad. Stay on there. Yes, sir. Oh, look at that one. What a hammer. Yes, let's go, baby. Oh, look at that one. Holy crap. All right, guys, take a look at that one right there. Easily the biggest one we've caught so far today. We've been out here grinding all morning. Caught a few on top water, caught a couple on the flush, and then I decided to throw the big line through swim bait around out here, and we linked up with this lunker. That guy has got a nice little poochy belly, big old head, a little bit more slender, a little bit lighter in color than the ones we caught earlier, but that's a nice one. Let's get it on the scale really quick and see how big it is. I'm gonna say 5 something. My scale says 5 pounds and 1 ounce. Can't complain with that. If this fish was a pre-spawn fish, you know, a little bit thicker, bigger belly, probably pushing 6 pounds, but that is an awesome catch. We're gonna get it back in the water, and we're gonna get back out there so we catch another one. I'm gonna throw that big bait around for a little bit now, you better believe it. Beautiful fish. All right, big baby. You ready to go? Ready to get on out of here? Oh, she wanting to jump. She's thinking about jumping. Oh, she's mad. Oh, she's biting. Here we go. There you go. Yeah, guys. So that right there is the bait that I just caught that fish on. This is just a 7-inch line through swim bait, one of my favorite baits to throw for these big suspended largemouth. I've caught a ton of bass over the years on these type of baits, and this one here was fresh out of the package, so it's got a few little teeth marks in there now. We need to get a few more to get this thing really broken in. And then as far as the gear goes, just throwing the 7'4" heavy powered fast action 6-inch divine rod. I love this rod. I love the full EVA cork handle. It just like fits my style perfectly. And then I have a 6.2-to-1 gear ratio reel spooled up with 20-pound monofilament. A lot of guys like to use fluorocarbon or braid to leader, but I find that that little bit of shock absorption you get with the monofilament helps me land more of these fish whenever I'm fighting them on that treble hook on a little bit stiffer rod. But anyways, that's the gear. I'm gonna sling this thing around some more and hopefully get a few more teeth marks in there, maybe catch one a little bit bigger. Who knows? We're out here in some deep water. This is the type of area where these big ones live. They're post-spawn. They're out here, coming out here to eat gizzard shad like you saw this morning on top. So let's throw this bad boy out there again and see if we can get some more. I got a fish. Yeah, he bit it on the fall. How crazy is that? It's just a big one. He bit it on the fall. He's running right at me. I haven't seen him yet. I have no idea how big this fish is. He's just running right at me. Oh, it's a big one. Golly. He bit it on the fall. Gosh. Stay on there. Stay on there. Another big old donkey. Big old donkey. Oh, stay on there. Yes. Oh, I felt like the slightest little tick as my bait was sinking. Oh, it's another big one. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that one, guys. That's another good one. He's gonna be close to 5'2". He's hooked on the outside of the mouth. He just swiped at it as it was going down. Heck yeah, that is sick. Boom, there we go, guys. Got our second lunker of the day. I think it's a little bit smaller than the first one we caught on the swim bait, but it's gonna be 4.5 or so. Another nice one, a little bit better built than the last one, a little bit thicker. But my bait was sinking and I just felt the tiniest little tick and I was like, what's that? So I swung and I didn't really ever feel anything. This fish really pretty much just ran straight to the boat the whole time. But how cool is that? Get on some really nice fish on that big swim bait. We'll get a quick bait on this bad boy. I noticed he also had like a hole in the bottom of his lip, like he had been punched with a cold tag. So he's been caught before. So he's probably not the smartest fish. Oh shoot. He's a 5-pounder. 5 pounds even. Only an ounce smaller than the last one, but I guarantee, I'm telling you guys, this is not the same fish. I don't want you thinking I caught the same fish twice. We gotta be careful. The only thing about when people use those penetrating cold tags like that is that when you lip them, your finger can go right through that hole and make an even bigger hole. I've had that happen before, but being careful with this one. What a cool fish. Smoking that swim bait. I'm gonna get back out there and see if I can catch another one. It seems like they're starting to bite. We've got a little bit of wind blowing and that's really, really helpful. So we'll send her back. All right, Big Bertha. Do you have any 7-pound sisters out there? Oh gosh. Whew, a boy can dream. Got him. Golly. Be big. Be big. Be massive. Feels big, guys. Be big. Oh my God, guys, it's a big one. Oh my gosh, guys. Yes. Oh. This might be the biggest one. Freaking let's go. Look at that head. Look at that one. He's got something down here in his throat. Look at this big chunk of meat right there, guys. I think that's our biggest of the day. Should be 5 1/4, 5 1/2 or so. And all these fish, you know, they're just post-spawn fish. They're all spawned out. If this was, you know, the middle of winter time or early spring, these guys would have big old fat bellies and be so much larger, but he hit it so hard, fought great. Let's get a quick weight on him. He's got some really cool markings on him too. You can see he's got a black spot on his head right there. Just a beautiful fish. Fought really good. And I'll show you what I got out of his gills. It was so crazy. In just a second after we get him weighed and get him back in the water. All right. We stuck right there at 5'12", 5 3/4. What a beautiful fish. We caught 3 5-pounders now. We are working on a fat bag out here on the lake today. Let's get this beast back in the water and let's catch another one. All right, big baby. I love you. Now, do you have a 7-pound sister? That's what I would need to know. Do you have a 7 or 8-pound sister down there? And does she like big swim baits? Let me know. Tell her I sent you. And she's kicked down. That was so awesome, guys. But take a look at this. This is what I was talking about that I found in the mouth of that fish whenever I was reaching in to get my swim bait out. Look at that. This big old ball of fishing line. Now, this is just something, looks like somebody wadded it up and threw it at the bottom of the lake. It's just like some 6-pound test probably. And when I reached in there to pull it out, it wasn't coming out and I realized it was actually wrapped around one of her gills. So I laid her down, got up underneath the gill flap and cut it out. And I'm sure she will appreciate that. She'll live a better life without this all stuck in her throat. But I don't really know if it was actually affecting her that bad because, you know, she ate that big old swim bait like a champ. But anyways, got this out of the fish. Let's get back down there and see if we catch some more. How many have we caught today? So we've caught, that was our 4th one on the swim bait. We've caught 2 on the flush, 2 on the dogma, and then 1 on the buzz bait. So that's 9 fish so far. We're doing good. The morning is still young. It's only 10:30 right now, so we haven't been out here like super long. But I definitely think there's some more fish out here to be caught. So let's get back after it. Got him. Yes. Trolling between spots, I saw a shad bust up. Oh, that's a good one. Had the dogma on duty, on standby. And we got him. Yes, sir. That's why I always love having a topwater right there handy when I know there is a chance there could be some fish schooling. you can just pick it up and fire right on whenever they do it, because they're, you know, it's usually pretty unexpected whenever they come up. But that's another nice, beautiful little bass. He's gonna be probably 2¼ pounds. Not like the monster we caught recently on the swim bait, but I'll take it. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. He's got like, look at that. He got some worms. Look at that. He got some worms right there on his lips. This lake is infested with some pretty killer parasites. There's some funky stuff going on in this lake, but don't really matter because the fish are biting. This seems to be a nice, healthy population of them. But we're gonna send this guy back. I was actually starting to make my way off this offshore spot. I wasn't getting any more bites. The fish kind of seemed busted up a little bit. I was gonna try, there's a couple of main lake points out here I was gonna check on, see if there's anything posted up on them, and then I was gonna come back over here one more time and see if anything has happened. I've also haven't seen any shad really, for the most part, up until that one just flickered out of the water. So I don't know, we're gonna keep cruising around. That was our 10th fish though, so definitely happy with that. And but yeah, I'm hoping to hold out for maybe one more big one. Got him. That's on a worm. Oh, it's another decent. Oh my gosh, that's not a bass. Oh, that is not a bass. Gosh dang, what a toothy critter. All right, so I just found a brush pile and I threw the old 6 cents ridgeworm down in there. I felt like there might be a bass hanging out, but no. Look at that. Oh, he's full of water. That is not a bass. That is our first toothy critter of the day. This is a chain pickerel. This is the closest thing we have to pike here in Arkansas. But look at that. You can tell it's chain pickerel. You see that black stripe running down the side of his eye right there. Really cool fish, and a pretty good sized one at that. That one's going to be like almost 3 pounds. I mean, really cool fish. I've heard these fish are pretty decent eating, and I've been wanting to try one out, but I think I'm just gonna throw this one back today. But maybe next time we catch some chain pickerel, we'll try them out. But I'm just not really feeling like messing with it today. So we're going to send this guy back down here into the depths, and we might poke around and try to find a few more brush piles. The sun's gotten up, the wind's kind of laid down. I feel like the bass are gonna start hunkering down towards the bottom. So yeah, let's send Mr. Chain Pickerel real quick. Look at that smile. Look at those teeth. Oh man, I can't believe it didn't break my line. Oh, you know, if I would have missed this fish, I would have thought it was a giant 10-pound bass. He thumped it. He thumped it. But there he goes. Little slimy guy. We've caught some nice bass, and now we got a nice chain pickerel. I ain't mad at that. Let's go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what we need right here, guys. This right here's the closer. Stay on there. Stay on there. He's running really fast. Could be a big one. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, he's not that big. But we'll take it. We will take it. Stay on there, big guy. Yes. Oh man, not a monster at all, but I'll take it. I was hoping to catch at least one more. Oh, look at that. Big swim bait in the grill. That does not suck at all. Right there, guys. Little guy, that's the thing about throwing a big swim bait, guys. You can catch little ones, you can catch big ones. It's all just about having confidence in it. And that bait really isn't that big in the grand scheme of swim baiting, but you can see he's got a pretty little tail, got some yellow and black on there. All these fish have been really nice looking, colored up. We'll send him back. We'll probably make one more courtesy cast out there just to make sure there's not a big group of them. But yeah, today has been awesome. Couldn't have drawn up a better day unless we, you know, caught an 8-pounder, but I'm thrilled. Oh God, that's a big one. That's a big one, guys. That is a big one. That is a chub. Oh my gosh. It's gotta be big. Yep, he's a good one. He's a good one. Oh baby. Oh baby. Stay on there. Oh, it's another nice fish. God. gosh. Yes, sir. Woohoo! Oh God, almost broke my rods. That is why you make a courtesy cast, guys. Oh my gosh. Now that right there is how you wrap up an awesome fishing mission. We've caught so many good fish out here today. We've caught 3 fish over 5. This is probably gonna be 4 1/4, 4 1/2. I'm not exactly sure. He's not 5 pounds, I don't think. And then countless other fish on a myriad of different methods. Let's get him on the scale really quick. See how big he is. There we go. 4 pounds and 3 ounces. Can't be mad at that right there. I am noticing on this fish though, kind of like one of our other fish we caught. This fish has been caught before and punched through with the cold tag. You see he's got that hole in his lip. There are non-invasive cold tags that I definitely recommend using, just because, you know, when they get that hole in their mouth, you can grab a hold like this and then your finger can slide through and it makes an even bigger hole. I don't think that's what happened here in this case, but just something to be mindful of. But that is awesome, beautiful fish. All these fish have had some cool markings on them. He's got some little black on his tail. But we're gonna send this one back. I said that we're gonna make just 1 courtesy cast, but you know, with catching fish on our last 2 casts, I'll probably make a couple more casts, but if we don't catch any more, that is an epic way to wrap up the fishing mission. Let's send it back. See you later, big baby. Bye. Let's go. All right guys, well we are officially off of the water now. Had a phenomenal time fishing this little lake over my shoulder today. We caught a lot of fish and we caught some really nice ones and had a lot of fun catching them on an assortment of different lures. We caught them on topwater, we caught them on the flush, and then of course caught the big ones in my favorite way, throwing that big line through swim bait. I think that our best 5 today are gonna go somewhere between like 22, 23 pounds. I'll add it all up here in a little bit and find out, but guys, it was awesome and I wasn't really expecting to get on a bite like that today. So I guess only one thing I want to take away from this fishing adventure is, you know what we talked about earlier with the cold tags. You know, I caught 3 fish today that had big gaping holes in the bottom lip from what appears to be a cold tag. I've caught a lot of fish like this in the past, and I feel like, you know, there is a better way to go about, you know, managing your fish whenever you're fishing a tournament, and that being with non-penetrating cold tags. Now, I'm not here to tell you what you should do. You can do whatever you want to. And I know, of course, whenever we're fishing, we're putting holes in these fish's mouths. So those could have been holes, you know, from somebody, you know, really janking on one real hard. But I've just seen so many times when you get those little holes and they kind of wear out throughout the day when you're, you know, swinging the fish around on those tags. And then, you know, once you release them, that's great. But then whenever somebody else like me goes and catches them and you lip them, your finger slides through that hole and then they got a big old hole in the bottom of their lip. And it's just like, it's not a great look, and I feel like it can be avoided so simply by using non-penetrating cold tags. But I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do. Do whatever works best for y'all. It's just something to consider in the future. But guys, with that, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If so, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see ya on the next one. Bye guys.